I want to talk to John Quigley because we have a recent photograph of you, John. Well, to be honest with you, I don't think it's that recent because you're sitting with a pair of hobnail boots on you. There you are. Look at that. Isn't that a cute young fella there in the middle? You'd think that butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. And would you look at the fancy? This was the thing we noticed: the fancy hobnail boots. At the time, of the rest of the country was running barefoot. You had an expensive pair of boots, sir.
Well, at that time, that particular photograph, Derek, we were, prepared for this photograph. I think we probably would come the next day in bare feet, but
the boots went back on the shelf.
we're prepared for that.
Do you mind me asking, how long ago was that photograph taken?
That was taken in 1914. That was the first year I went to school, 1914. And it's a great photograph for that space of time now.
Oh, it was. It's a good one.
Isn't it?
Would many of your school friends still be alive or
Not
still be
one.
around?
I'm the only surviving member of that particular photograph. No.
Because, I mean, the great events of the time took a dreadful toll even on the young men of the time.
Yes, you're correct. And I think our group at that particular age must have went through the most eventful period in world history. There were so many changes.
Do you remember things like Redmond's Volunteers?
Well, I just barely, I was very small, and I think the march past us. I live on, to be straighten it out for you, I live about 2 miles from Timahoe on the Port Lesher Road.
Sure.
And the
But
volunteers...
do you remember the men marching off to the First War?
Well, I do quite, I know there was 7, I think, went from Timahoe. I knew them all, really. And the last of them only died there about 6 months ago.
Did the 1916 uprising and the War of Independence, did that impinge much on Timahoe?
No, not really. There was one man from Timahoe took part in a break-in of the railway somewhere outside, between Portlaoise, I think, and Abilene or someplace. That was to stop the reinforcements coming in. There was, I think, 12 or 13 guys, but there was one man from Timahoe.
What did you do with your life yourself after you left the school?
Well, I was farming all my life, or trying to farm all my life. We had a small farm.
Did you join all the farmers' organisations? Were you an IFA man?
Yes, I did, because Machran and Farmer was a wonderful organisation for young farmers. We were studying all the time and learning something about, we knew very little about farming before we became involved in the Machran and Farmer.
Sure.
And of course that led on to IFA.
We have a couple of other photographs that you perhaps should explain to me. One of them, we were trying to work out, was this a round tower, a missile that you had built down there? But one of them shows what looks like a priest, and the other man in the photograph, is that you? They're looking at a round tower.
No, that isn't me, Derek. I'm sorry, I can't see these now.
Oh no, all right. Well,
very bad.
In fact, from where I'm...
some of these...
That was Father Brown, I think, was it, the photographer?
That's correct, yes. I wasn't involved in that.
All right. But as I say, a great tradition, a great history in your area.
Yes, it is. To tell you the truth now, I'm all my life in Timahoe, although I don't live really in Timahoe. I live 2 miles away from it. I live halfway between Timahoe and Rathneska.
How do you keep out of mischief now? I mean, do you ramble?
Sure, I got into plenty of mischief. Nobody will get into mischief.
Do you ramble down to the Ramblers Club?
An odd time. You see, I can't drive now because my eyesight is gone, and I have to be dependent on my nieces and nephews and.
Well, lively lot they are. I'd say if you put the kettle on, and
they're very good.
They'd ramble up to see you.
They can't be. They can't be. No, they're really great people.
Well, I know that from looking at the photographs there, you're a club that likes a bit of music and a bit of crack, and we certainly have the bit of music. We have Ita Flynn waiting on the piano.